Hopefully this is working. I was not expecting to come on live, but I've got some things to say and I'm excited to share them with you. Hey, it's Ash here, your feminine leadership coach, guide, advisor, ancestral healer, consultant. I do all the things for all the people who are aligned to work with me and for me to be in their lives and vice versa. So I'm coming on to do a live because, and obviously you'll be watching this on replay, so if you're on replay, say hello. If you are here live, type hello, give me some emojis, tap the little heart love thing so that the algorithm can know that I am live and that I'm here to share and that I'm here, that I'm teaching some insights. And these are insights that have been coming through for me and also some of my private clients most recently, and they're just too juicy and too relevant to not share with you. So the theme that I am seeing the most across the board with various clients, which I find to be so interesting, like it literally blows my mind every time when I call in clients who are completely like living a totally different life and totally different places in the world, and yet and going after completely different things in their lives and their business, and yet the themes, the insights, the similarities are matching. Like, it is so interesting. I truly believe that we are called to work with certain people, and there's a soul alignment on why we were called to work together, why we were called to be in each other's lives, and that is undoubtedly proven in the fact that people can be going through, don't even know each other, going through completely different things in their lives, and yet so similar. So let's dive into it. First things first is there are no rules. There are no rules. And when we're on these kinds of apps and social media and the internet world, we love tapping on the rules, whether it's rules of dating, rules of being on a relationship, what you should and shouldn't do, proven methods of scaling your business, frameworks of how you're supposed to communicate, and even how this particular, like how the apps work in distributing, or how the algorithms work in distributing the work or the message or the content out to people. So we're like laden with all of these rules. But the truth is, there are none. There are no rules. Let me say this again. There are no rules in the socioeconomic perspective. There are no rules as it relates to how you do business. There are no rules in how you are in relationship, on how you date and how you marry, and what you say, how you dress, how you present. Like, everyone's trying to find the perfect, the right way to follow the rules to get the thing, to make the outcome, and to do it super fast. And the more that we subscribe to this, especially in moments of great change, which is all the time, but we know in the world culturally there are massive changes happening, and there's so much judgment and criticism, and it's just so much noise, like so much noise and so much judgment about how things are happening and how people are responding and what people are doing. And I'm like, every single one of my clients, I am literally shaking them through the computer and through the phone, being like, there are no rules. So all of the freedom you say that you want to create, all of the next level desires you want to have, everything you want to experience in this next chapter of your life, in this new season, because we're going into spring, as we move further and fully into 2025, I need you to realize there are no rules. There never has been. And what I know is that we love to say, oh my gosh, there are no rules. And we love to like these things about freedom and how we can show up through social media, through the posts, through the pithy things. But in the lived experience, we're over here judging, controlling, criticizing, saying what we can't do because, saying what we won't do because, and that's the problem. So if you're here, which there are 5 of you live at the moment, please comment, give hearts, do question marks, let the algorithm know that we're here. I really appreciate that. But I'm seeing it in 3 different client examples. I'm seeing it with a particular client who's working through reclaiming her voice and showing up in the next level expression of her work so she can have a greater impact and greater influence. And yet all of these rules about how she has to show up as a leader or as a teacher and as a businesswoman That's what's stopping her from the creation. That's what's stopping her from attracting these next level deals. And the more that we talk about them and they get dissolved, things are happening so quickly. And then she's judging herself for not following the rules that she never wanted to follow in the first place. I think it's so funny, right? So it's like, oh, we've gone rogue, or, oh, what are my people going to think about me because I'm actually behaving fully in my freedom? Some of the judgments we have about the leadership of this country and the leadership that we've been under and this particular paradigm is because we're not embodying our own freedom. And I know the victim in all of us wants to say, well, I'm not embodying my freedom because they've taken it away. Well, the more you keep thinking about that, the more that you stay out of your freedom and out of your power. And so I have 3 different private clients right now where all of them are deconditioning from this idea that they have to follow a certain rule and that they have to say things a certain way, or that the system or the men or the whatever it might be, the industry they're part of, or the kind of person they want in their life, because they're all, one's working on expression, the other's working on identifying like the kind of business that she's moving into, and the other's working on love, right? So again, 3 different journeys. All of them are reclaiming their energy, their vitality, their expression. All of them are evolving their identity as women. And all of them are literally required to confront these ideas of what they can and cannot do. And I think this is so fascinating because, again, as like powerful women, as women who've been initiated into expressions of modernity, right? Have the degrees, have the homes, have the expendable cash, whether it's in savings, 401k, liquid, it doesn't matter, but empowered modern women. And yet the way that we're leading in our power is in opposition. In fact, the antithesis of what we say we believe about ourselves. And so this is the reason why I'm like, people want to poo-poo on the coaching world. People want to think that you can just consume content on social media or do inexpensive courses and you're going to be empowered. And it's like, no, you need to be in mentorship. You need to have an advisor who's available to you, who you can call up, you can send a message, who's going to see you eye to eye, energy to energy, and say, is that really the truth? Or are you holding yourself hostage at this point? Are you participating in your own quote unquote oppression and trying to blame it on someone else when it's really you? No one else needs to oppress you anymore. You're doing a great job doing it yourself. You're doing a great job believing that you can't have the man that you want, right? And using your business, your money, your career as your security blanket, right? The fabulous life that you've created is really a house of cards. There's nothing in this world that is ever going to replace having the kind of love and devotion and commitment that most women, most of us all want, all right? I know some of the feminists are like blowing up in flames right now, but it's true. We are meant to love and to be loved. And all of us have a call to have that. Many of us want it from empowered, incredible, gorgeous men. I love to code us for good men, right? And so we're having to dissolve these rules about how you're supposed to behave as a modern woman that's preventing you from having the kind of relationship you want. I know it to be true for myself, and I've also been guiding women to dissolve this and open up to the freedom and the love that they want. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Hi. Those of you guys who are here, you already know. Say hello. Even if you're watching on replay, hashtag, comment, emojis, whatever, do your thing. But it's incredible to see the ways in which we're doing it to ourselves now, right? We're holding ourselves in arrested development. We have, what I like to say is, we've created our own pretty prisons because we're sitting on this highly intellectual, pretty prison, this like self-righteous perch. We're perched up on this thing instead of being like, here's what I want to create. Here's what I want to experience. And whatever it takes, whatever I have to confront, whatever I have to no longer believe in or begin to believe in, no matter how I have to evolve as a human, and particularly as a woman, if that is what it requires, then that's the real work, right? So I've seen how women are judging men. We're judging the country, we're judging the leaders, we're judging the business structures, we're judging the industries. And I'm like, less judgment external and more turning into, in what ways am I not leveling up and embodying the power, the expression, the love, the freedom, the expansiveness that is within me. Because if I do it as a woman, and I know as a woman we are designed to expand, to influence, to inspire, if I do the work on myself, everything around me starts to shift. So another client of mine, and she's very intellectual, like really incredibly smart, went to one of the best private schools for undergrad, and her master's degree. You know, guys, you know me. And she's like, some of your woo-woo teachings, some of these bigger concepts, I don't know, Ash, I don't know. So sometimes she comes to the sessions, our calls, and like a little bit of doubt. And I'm like, that's okay. You're working through your own self-doubt, because I know for sure who I am and why this work works. And every single week she's like, oh my God, I can't tell you how it worked. Let me tell you how it worked. I can't believe this. And I'm like, I know you keep doubting your expression a little bit. Like, it's not disrespectful, because if it were disrespectful, right, I would like fire her as a client. But your doubt in this modality, in spirituality, in the feminine, in the woo, whatever you want to call it, in the deeper excavation of your mental, emotional, and spiritual, energetic realm isn't a reflection of me. It's a reflection of you and the ways that you doubt your abilities as a divine spiritual soul having a human experience. Like, you've been cut off from this. And part of my work is to help you remember that it's not just about your efforts and your intellect, it's also about your energy. When you connect to your energy, your ability to create from being aligned to what you actually desire in your heart, what you know to be true at top soul level, it makes all of the showing up and effort easy, because you're embodied, right? For those of you guys who do not know, my work has evolved into really showing us how we are out of balance with our masculine and feminine energies, in our maternal and our paternal, and our matriarch and in our patriarch, right? And when we come in alignment and harmony with these two, it's easy to create. It's easy to show up. We do not have as much burnout because you are energetically aligned. It's easy to take action with ease, with authority, right? So, anywho, we've got this criticism of the systems, and this is coming up a lot with those who are in business or in nonprofit or in change work, like culture change work, whether they're doing that in various ways. So I won't go into all of that, but like criticizing systems instead of creating the one that you want to live in is definitely the loophole. If most of your energy is going towards criticism and judgment externally, instead of focusing on what you do want to create, you're getting caught up in the noise. You are getting caught up in the distractions. So this is a call to you. Let go, release these hooks that's trying to get you into victimhood, that's trying to get you into distraction, that's trying to make you have your energy out in all these other ways instead of coming back to the source code, the visionary, the leader for what you're creating in your life, in your business, and what you are co-creating as it relates to relationship, your household, your family, right? Your home. It starts here. Big work, huge work. And I just felt so like my ears are hot, like they're red. I was like, I've got to get on a live. Like my eyes are like chinky. I always know when I'm like, whew, because the energy is so powerful. But I'm like, listen, we are holding ourselves in our own arrested development. We are holding ourselves in our own stagnation. By believing that there's rules. There are none. And you can try to judge other people all you want. Really, all you're doing is judging yourself. And it's harder to do what you want to do when you're in judgment of others and when you're in judgment of yourself, because you don't have access to your own power. You don't have access to your own conviction. You don't have access to your own energetic reserves, right? To do what you want to do. So, when you're aligned, when you're focused, when you're grounded in yourself, you can create with ease. And all the things that you want to create is going to require a delusional level of belief in it. And I know being delusional right now, especially because everyone's leaning on intellect and policy and, the things that feel safe, which is so funny. I love how everyone wants to criticize the patriarch and masculinity, but yet structure, policy, contract, agreement, right? All of those structural, quote unquote, masculine expressions is what people want to believe in, what you believe in and you feel safest in. When I say come into the energy, come into belief, come into the heart, come into the vision of it, it's like, oh, that's too woo-woo. Oh, that's too, oh no, I don't, no, we don't do the feminine thing. We don't do the spiritual thing. What? What? Do we even hear ourselves? It's unbelievable, but it is believable. I'm not being an asshole. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with you guys. We need a delusional level of belief in what you're here to create in your life, whether it's your love life, whether it's your health, in your body, in your body of work, in your impact, in your income. You have to have delusional belief in those things that it's possible, because everything that we want to create starts in the dark. It starts in the unseen. It starts as an idea. And the more that we feed and we nurture and we seed and we care about and we lean into and we give love to and we give energy to the things that we believe, they begin to manifest. The people in my life, in my regular life, they're like, Ash, how do you do the things that you do? I'm like, because I believe in them. I don't think about them. I don't need an Instagram post to help me tap in and repost, even though I do repost things, right? But my belief is the thing that I am constantly coming back to. What do I really believe? Because my business, my love life, my relationships, my impact is a reflection of what I believe. And that's the thing that usually triggers us, especially women, because we're like, no, it's because of society. No, it's because of culture. No, it's because my mom, my dad, it's because of the white man, it's because of this, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yes, all of those experiences are coding your beliefs. So until you uncode and code it for something else, that's what you're going to keep living, and that's what you're going to keep believing, and that's what you're going to keep reflecting, and that's what you're going to keep experiencing. We all have freedom. We all have power. There are no rules. There are no rules. And that's a good thing, because that's the level of freedom I want. Freedom, real freedom. So delusional level of belief in the thing that you're creating and that you're calling towards yourself, that you're magnetizing towards yourself, which when you are that energetically aligned, you become embodied. And when you become embodied, again, you're doing less heavy lifting. But two, it's easy to show up with actionable things. You know, when I work with my client who's working on love stuff, as soon as she's got the energy, I'm like, this girl's beaming. It's easy for her to go and have a glass of wine. She's not thinking about how to edit my bio perfectly for the guy. Do I call him back? Do I not? All these rules, all these fake games. The energy does it itself. The energy does it. Creation gets to be easy. And it makes life fun, even in quote unquote uncertain times. It's always uncertain. Nothing's promised to us, nothing. And I love how our human brains are always trying to make safety, and we do it in the ways that stifle our creational power. So, thank you for listening to today's TED Talk. It's been a long time. Creational Woman Mastermind, 9-month mastermind to help you center yourself, get your energy aligned, and create your next level love, your next level expression, your next level influence, your next level income, your next level of impact is open. We have rolling enrollment. So if you're interested to explore joining the mastermind, it is for women CEOs, women executives, women founders, women entrepreneurs, women who are leaders. If you want love or to restore your love life, if you want greater impact and influence, if you're being called to a different expression and you know the identity you've been living in does not match what you were called to do at next level, this is the mastermind for you. 9-month commitment. And yes, it's life-changing. All right, I'm sending you lots of love wherever you are. Again, if you're watching it on the replay, please comment, give me some hearts. Let me know what you think. Send me a DM. And I can't wait to see those of you who are called in the mastermind. Bye.